Do you think affordable houses is solving any housing problem in Nairobi, especially slums? I think it's not solving at all. The issue of affordable housing was to help those who are unable to live in middle income estates to afford cheap houses so that they can own houses. But the issue is complex. I don't think it will solve this issue of slums. The reason why people live in slums is not because they don't have good houses. It is because they don't have alternative. It's because the job they do will only afford that slum. So even if you come up with a mansion, even if you come up with very good houses in that place, same place, those people living there will look for a different slum elsewhere, which is affordable because they will not afford the house you've built there. Now, when you build affordable houses, for example, in a place like Kibra, who are the people buying those houses? Is it the people who live in those slums or individuals who have money? They come to buy there and rent them out. Definitely not. It's not people who live in those slums. Once the slums in Kibra are eliminated, other slums will emerge elsewhere to accommodate those people who are living there. Then the middle class will replace those who lived in Kibra. So other slums will emerge elsewhere. So that's why there's no way you can eliminate slums unless you do this. The only thing government can do to eliminate is to give decent jobs, is to allow companies to grow and give decent jobs, jobs that can pay, let's say, even 70,000 and above. Anybody in Nairobi who started from a slum later on upgraded because they started earning better salaries. People live in slums. It's not that they like living there. It's not that they have money and they prefer living in slums. They don't have money. That's why they're there. They're not enjoying. Once you give that person money, you'll either go and build his own home or move to a different good environment. So that is the only option. So what can government do? Of course, they can build affordable houses in those places, but the people who are going to live there are not people who have been living there. You'll find people who are living in Umoja coming to buy. People who live in Kilimani coming to buy. People who live in Runda coming to buy a whole flat to put their Airbnb and also to rent them out. And that is what is happening. But the affordable houses are generally helping people to earn a living. That is the main agenda, but not to eliminate slums. There are people who do not have jobs. They are having those jobs, those jobs you do so that you can at least survive. Those are the jobs that affordable houses or housing is offering, but not the solution to slums. The solution to slums can only be found if there are good jobs. Now, we should have a law that states if a company is earning this profit, their employee should earn a minimum of this amount. We have banks which declare profits of up to 70 billion shillings. But what do their employees earn? employees earn 35,000 shillings. And this 35,000 shillings in Nairobi, you can only afford to live in slums. All these houses that look almost like slums, where you pay 6,000, 5,000. If they are paid 70,000, then they can live in better houses, or they can at least afford to buy their homes and live there. So that is the solution. Another solution is to allow foreign investments, foreign companies to set up their businesses here, to allow people earn money online. So people can only earn decent income online if companies are advertising and their budget is high. For example, now in Kenya, if you are monetizing on Facebook, from 1 million views, you'll earn something like 300 shillings to 1,500 shillings. You need more than 100 million views to earn 100,000 shillings, and which is almost impossible in Kenya. But if you are in US, if you get 1 million views on Facebook, you earn more than 100,000 shillings. That is the difference. And people in the US can earn comfortably through Facebook or on YouTube. Even here on YouTube, it is because the companies in Kenya are not giving enough money for online campaigns, marketing campaigns. And this is because there is no law that states this budget should be directed to these campaigns. Now, when it comes to affordable houses, the only thing that can be done is to give jobs. If there are decent jobs, no slums. That is what's happening to countries like the US, where even caregivers, even nurses, even people are doing, even truck drivers, they own homes. It is because companies are paying good salaries. But in Kenya, people in industry area working for those muindis are earning 12,000. A manager is earning 30,000, and we expect these people to stop living in slums. Yet this person they're working for is making billions of Kenyan shillings every year. So that is what should be done. And once the salaries are improved, then this issue of slums will end naturally.